Empty foul given up by Willie Miller. Second personal against Miller.
You know, I'm wondering about that call. Papunta na sa front court yung kalaban. Could have been a let go, ha? Parang incidental yun. Hindi naman na-impede yung progress. I mean, a call like that, I think, could have been ignored, that foul. Anyway, today is the last day of the honeymoon period for the referees. After today, wala nang patawad si Commissioner.
Hindi lang si Commissioner nagmamanman, pati si Dadin. Minamanmanan kayong lahat. Speaking of, yung ating isang referee Noel Kilingin. Gustong batiin ang mga taga-barangay 176 bagong silang Caloocan City. Meantime, what's happening here? We have a conference here.
Well, Ginebra's claiming a goaltending. You watch it here. Ah, yes. Kasi tumama na sa board. Kung tumama sa board yun, you cannot slap it against the board.
They'll count it.
Yes, they'll count it. Tama yun. That's goaltending.
That's referee Jimmy Mariano talking with team manager Alan Kaidik.
Tumama sa board.
Count it. So bonus free throw para kay Rudy Hatfield. I wonder if Rudy gets to relax at all, because I overheard when you were talking with him kanina that if he's not playing basketball, he's watching wrestling.
Yeah, he's a big wrestling fan. He also wanted to be a fireman. You know, he actually had training as a professional wrestler. So,
basketball, wrestling, firefighting. Ayaw ba niya magpahinga? Ayaw ba niya mag-relax ng konti?
So energetic.
Let's go to Cheska Lippon.
No wonder he likes bumping bodies on the court for wrestling training. Well, anyway, Rudy Hatfield has a career high of 23 rebounds, which he set in 2001 back when he was still Coca-Cola. Their last game versus Barako Bowl, he finished with 22 rebounds with about 3 minutes left in the game. Now, was he aware that he could have tied his career high or set a new one? Yes, he was. Coach actually asked him if he wanted to come back in the game, and he said no. Why? He said that there's no point in trying to break a personal record. If it happens in the middle of a game, that's fine, but he's not here to do that. He's here to win basketball games. And we are going to come back with more PBA action, so keep it here on Solar TV.
Alam naman natin, mas mabigat siya sa akin, mas muscular niya sa akin. Pero ang kailangan kong gawin siguro, tatagan ko na lang yung sarili ko para yun, makasabay ako sa akin.
He's doing well. He's getting better, but you know, hopefully I can just hopefully I weigh a little bit more in him and I can push him around a little bit more if possible. But you know, we'll see.
Sigurado kay si Rudy Hatfield yun, but has to be the most sedate Rudy Hatfield I've seen. Look at the numbers. Match the match. 11 rebounds.
He's trying to be low-key off the court.
Because off the court lang.
Because he's inside when he's playing.
I think I know why. Wala pang pawis eh. I think pag pumatak na yung pawis, then Rudy becomes Rudy. That's Willie Wilson. He was tagged with a foul. That's why Jondan Salvador is on the free throw line. Jondan is a former PBL MVP. He also won a championship with the College of St. Benilde along with guys like Sunday Salvacion.
And Jondan just got married
yesterday.
Very good to see him getting his minutes and stepping up here. It's a tough job for him because he's an undersized center.
But he has no choice.
Yeah.
This team has no choice.
It looks like they're going back to the 2-3 zone defense.
Miller for three. Yes, sir. So Miller also in double figures with 11 points, matching his jersey number. Canaleta having all kinds of trouble inside, and he missed it. Now here's Elterbrand.
Oh, nice pickup there by Roger Yap.
Miller to Intal. Intal, no go. Intal again, and he will take two. Si Si Roger Yap ang tinawagan ng foul. His third personal at yan ang fourth team foul laban sa BMEG Derby Ace.
Yung on-the-ball pressure na pinapakita dito ng Barangay Ginebra. Actually, that was a point we raised. Would have been a point here for BMEG, but it's Ginebra who's doing the on-ball pressure, and you see all sorts of problems there with Canaleta putting the ball on the floor.
See you on November 5 for a Friday Fight Fest. Brian Viloria against Limpexor Virapol for the main event. And if you watch that bout, you get a free Pacquiao versus Bargarito live viewing ticket as well.
And by the way, that's going to be a star-studded card. Hindi lang po si Brian Viloria mapapanood nyo, but the former WBC light flyweight champion Ronel Mayol is also going to be fighting. And here we go with Ital.
And this game is seriously getting out of hand. Ginebra ahead 64-35, their biggest lead of the ball game, with under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Malacuña. Flipped on the arm by JC Intal. And here's that Ginebra fast break connection, the thriller to the flight. And the Rocket with a layup, establishing Ginebra's biggest lead at 29 points. Malacuña steady from the line. Richard Del Rosario confiding to us that Val, who knows, might be a sleeper. Because he was not really a blue chip rookie if his credentials are to be scanned. But who knows, with a depleted team, a player might just blossom. Somebody like Valacuña.
And he has nothing to lose and everything to gain by playing his best here.
Shot clock down to 6. Bola na kay Helterbrand. And here's Intal. Shot clock down to 2. Intal hand time.
And drawing rays from the crowd. Ito yung sinasabi natin, the imminent breakout. And now we see JC Intal. Look at the way he eluded the defense. Not only of Nino Canaleta, but sino yung pangalawa doon? Yun, si Valacuña. Trying to play help defense. Nothing doing, a 3-point play.
I think at some point sabi ni Val, wag na lang. I think he went up and wag na lang. So now it's a 30-point ball game in favor of Ginebra. I mean, this just a merciless performance, not allowing BMEG, to really stage anything. Even in that sequence with Roger Yap, he was hemmed in, shackled by 2-3 Ginebra defenders. So second personal laban kay JJ Helterbrand.
Nico, it's a game like this where players who are struggling can get back on track, especially if you're the winning side. With Barangay Ginebra giving a chance here for JC Intal to show what he can do. And right now he's in double figures. He's got 10 points. Here we go again. A nice dish.
A nice block by
Yes.
Canaleta. But Ginebra will keep the ball.
Good reaction on the part of BMEG.
Wild shot by Villanueva. Now here comes Peter June Simon. Simon swiped by Miller, but the foul recalled by our officials.
And BMEG really struggling for points. They're only 38 points scored by the Llamados in this game.
And gear up for the upcoming season of the NBA. Witness the best games live every morning on BTV and from Saturday to Monday on Solar TV. Log on to our websites for our complete schedules.
And I suppose when the Lakers play, the fans will be treated to Maria Sharapova watching every game. I imagine.
That's the best thing you can say about the Lakers, Kinito.
Well, you can't say much about Vujicic. So you have to say
I
something
mean, you are
about...
breaking Gino Rufino's heart by saying that.
At least meron akong
Magu
sinabi.
Martian's heart. A lot of Laker fans here in the panel. You better be careful.
What about the Boston Celtics?
What about
Shaquille
the Boston Celtics?
Hey, you have to say something about the O'Neills.
I don't have to.
Getting together.
I don't have to.
You're not a Laker fan, I suppose. I like the color green.
Well, first of all, they're green. then they're the Celtics. So I have two reasons not to like that team.
But you know, when you have two O'Neills, and did you see what Shaquille did in the, what was it, in the park of Harvard?
Yeah, nagmistulang estatwa.
Yeah, so
That's another reason why I would not like that team.
that means he wants to be with the fans, huh? Interact with the fans. Although he didn't say anything at all.
See, look, you mock the Lakers and you say something nice about the Celtics new center Shaquille O'Neal. Mabuti na lang kaka-birthday mo lang. Billy Mamaril misses the first free throw. We'll see the return of Mark Kagiwa in this game along with Ronald Tubit. Willie Miller and JC Intal will sit down and they'll get a healthy round of applause from the Barangay Big Dome. Right now, the fans, most of the fans here, they're a happy bunch. The other half of the Coliseum, they're quite shell-shocked over what has happened here.
Well, obviously, B-Meg really didn't get the job done defensively. And they allowed Barangay Ginebra to get off hot off the starting gate. And they just weren't able to adjust. That time, a nice post-up move by Roger Yap. But yung fluidity na nilang offense, no? You don't see it compared to Ginebra. A lot of one-on-one moves, James Yap, Roger Yap posting up, for instance. But there's not too much passing.
And if you're B-Meg Derbys, you are hoping to see an explosive game. Stupid, uncorked sa three. B-Meg was hoping to get an explosive game out of James Yap. I mean, that is the primary need of B-Meg before they can think of anything else.
Well, the thing is, Barangay never knew that. And that's why in the early moments of this game, nakatutok yung depensa sa kanya and made life very difficult for James. I think little by little, B-Meg must realize that they can't live by James alone. They've got to get all the others involved in the offense and play as a team.
Here's Tubit. Somebody pushed off Canaleta. Might be Willie Wilson. Check that. It's against Billy Mamaril, his fourth personal. And the things are, assuming that B-Meg does not pull off a miracle of biblical proportions here. But they will lose this game, and then their next assignment will be the San Miguel Beermen. So no rest for the weary at all if you're B-Meg Derby Ace.
That's right. It'll be a tough test for B-Meg to try to bounce back from this impending loss, although we still have 1 quarter to go. But you know, I'm sure Coach George Gallant has that in mind, that they've got a big game coming up next, and he'll want this team, if it goes down, it'll go down fighting.
Of course, the iconic moment of this game was in that one timeout during the first half. B-Meg called the timeout. The players sat on the bench waiting for George Gallant, but George Gallant turned his back. And along with the other coaches, gave the players the silent treatment. I mean, just for that specific moment. And it was done for a specific reason.
And I thought it worked because they had a 14-4 closing blast to end the first half.
This is James Yap. James has really had to earn every single point in this game. He has 8 points. Patuloy pa rin namamaya ng Ginebra dito, 73-48. Here's Mike Cortez going back to his long socks, which I do believe suits him better than having short socks. And here's Wilson attacking. It's a traveling violation against Wilson. And Jerwin Gacko is checking back in this game for rookie Val Acuna.
Acuña looking very displeased as he sits on the bench.
Here's James Sapp.